wrote in 978 AD. This work has been regarded as a great work of the Southern School, with a lot of admixture of Prakrit and Tamil words. Nagavarma, the author of Chandombudi, claims that Rakasaganga was his patron. Ganga rulers gave great encouragement to art and architecture. Their capital, Talakad, was in fact a temple town, but unfortunately most of their magnificent temples are submerged in sand. Stone pillars are found scattered throughout the town. Square at bottom and tapering like the trunk of a palm tree, their ends are fitted into a wheel below the abacus. Some of these pillars are used in later buildings. Arksvara, Patalsvara and Samsvara temples at Morna brick structures. The Kapalsvara has a Navaranga with pillars and pierced stone windows, ornamented creepers with dancing figures represented in all convolutions. Of the monuments of the Gangas at Sravanabelgola, Chandra Prabha Basadi and Chavandaraya Basadi are worth noting. The former was built by Sivamara in about 800 AD. The two-storied Chavandaraya Basadi was built by Chavandaraya in 982 AC. It consists of a Garbhagriha, Sakhanasi, Navaranga and a porch with vestibule attached to it. The outer walls of this temple are decorated with plasters and crowned with 3 fine friezes, one of small ornamented niches, the second of the head and trunks of Yalis, most lie in pairs facing each other, and the third of larger ornamental niches with seated Jina and other figures at intervals. It contains a Vamana of the Dravidian order. The Kalsvara temple at Aralagup in Tipcha Taluk is assigned by the late M. Seshadri to Ganga period. Though it was rebuilt at a later date, he thinks that the door jambs and the beautiful carvings in the Navaranga ceiling are sufficient proofs to assign it to Ganga period. In the precincts of the temple is found a Viragal belonging to the period of Satyavakya Rakamala Permandi. The ceiling of Navaranga contains 9 Bhuvainsvaras. In the central Bhuvainsvari Shiva in Tandava pose is depicted surrounded by Astadikpalas. The latter, sitting on their varnas, are accompanied by their wives and have raised their right hands to pay their reverence to Shiva. The images of Varuna and Indra are exquisitely carved, and we do not come across sculptures of this type in South India during this period. In the corners of this Bhuvainsvari are depicted the Gandharvas with flower garlands in their hands. They are rendered artistically. The distinctive contribution of the Gangas to the art history of the country is seen in the pillars. If anyone wished to select one feature of architecture which has its perfection and weakness, writes Ferguson, there are probably no objects more suited for this purpose than these stambas or freestanding pillars. There are 2 types of pillars, Manasastambas and Brahmadevastambas. The Manasastambas have a pavilion at the top containing standing Jina figures facing the 4 directions. The Brahmadevastamba has at the top the seated image of Brahma. The colossal Brahmadeva's Tamba built in memory of Marasimha, 674 AD, and Tayagada Brahmadevastamba built by Chavandaraya are illustrious examples of the series. The monolithic Tayagada Brahmadevastamba is rounded and decorated with a graceful scroll of fine bell-shaped flowers and beautiful flowering climbing shrub. On one side at the base are the figures of Chavandaraya and his teacher Nemichandra accompanied by Chowri bearers. For the rhythm and natural bearing in Ganga sculptures, one has to see the scene depicting the fight between the hound and the boar on the Attikur stone inscription of Butuga. Both with their tails turned up in anger are trying to ward off the blows of each other. They are very natural, realistic and lifelike. The sculpture depicting the scene of Nitamaga's death on the Dodahundi stone inscription has a severe dignity of its own. The king has shown as resting on a double pillow attended by his son and servant. The physical exhaustion of the king, the anguish of the son at his father's death and the ineffable joy of the major domo at his opportunity for self-sacrifice are portrayed very vividly. The craze for colossal is best seen in the statue of Gomatsvara at Sravanabelgola cut out of solid rock in 983. In the words of V.S. Agrawal, 57 feet in height,